Hello Gemini, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane, and we are going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Gemini for the middle of May. Now Gemini, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Now Gemini, I do not offer personal readings, and I will not send you a message on any platform, YouTube, Instagram, anywhere. So if you get a message from someone, that is not me. That's someone impersonating me. Please do keep that in mind. Please do not get scammed. I also do content on my Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. Let's go and see what we have here for you, Gemini. Now, you know the drill. The only way this channel continues growing is if you hit the like button and subscribe. It really does help with the growth of the channel, but more importantly, it ensures that this message reaches people who may need to see the video. So please do hit that like button. All right, let's go ahead and take 3 cards to clarify as we go along. We'll also take 3 cards from the Kipper deck as well. Let me make sure everything is in view here, and then we'll get right into it. All right. Energy on the bottom. You have the Page of Wands. So the Page of Wands is definitely a nice energy to find. Pages can represent news or messenger. Really, a page in the tarot is a messenger. Okay, and so obviously can deliver news, can deliver opportunities, offers, situations like that. So really for me, always a good sign to see a page. You have to take everything into consideration, but I do in this case think it's pretty good. Now the Page of Wands in particular is about potentially a workplace offer, a job offer, a career venture, something like that. It could see you maybe getting a download of information as well, particularly as it pertains to maybe like a side hustle or employment, self-employment or something like that, because really Wands is the energy of energy. And remember, this offer could come in from like a unique source, like from the universe. And that can certainly be the case when you get the Page of Wands. So if you're somebody, for example, who likes to practice meditation, you could be getting a download of information. Or if you're on a hike, for example, that's always a great place to get downloads as well. Anything like that could certainly be on the table here for you. But the Page of Wands can also say that you're lively, you're energetic, you have a lot of energy about you at this time. And so taking a look here, we have one other page. Yeah, let's see here. You have one other page. So 2 or more pages for me always suggest that there's going to be a communicative period of time. You're going to be having a lot of conversations, a lot of engaging information with other people. So yeah. Now in your overall situation here, you have the King of Wands. So Page of Wands, King of Wands, both wands, both court cards in the suit of Wands. Like I said, Wands does rule work, career, ventures like that. And so the thing about the King of Wands is this is a energy of entrepreneurship. When you get the King of Wands, somebody who prefers to be in business for themselves, somebody who prefers to not really have the restriction of needing to have a boss. Now, if they do work in a workplace, they are somebody who is probably the boss, or they're probably running the show, or they probably have a certain level of autonomy because they're skilled at their job, they're good at their job. And so these could all be things that are sort of going through your mind at this moment, for sure. You do have this Devil here as well in the problem position. There's something around restrictions that's coming into my mind very clearly here. You don't like to be restricted, which Gemini, I resonate with that. I understand that here. But the Devil card can come forward when there's issues around power and control. I do wonder if some of you are feeling a little bit trapped and when I say trapped, I don't mean like no way out, but I mean like, how do I say this? I guess that's what trapped means. But what I mean is like a little bit suffocated. Yeah, that's it. Suffocated around, particularly if you work for somebody, which I think this could be motivation for you to try something else or to go off and do something else. Now, the Devil card can also just simply expose a shadow that we have, which one of the shadows, of course, could be an issue around power and control. But more so it's about like perhaps an addiction to something, perhaps it's negative thinking, or there's some sort of self-limiting belief that we may have about ourselves, or there's just simply something in our lives that we are doing that we know we need to put an end to. The devil can really expose that, and so do not ignore that warning that is coming in, that may be coming in for you here, maybe even from the universe, because this devil is in the problem position. Now, in the past, you have the hermit. So the hermit is really somebody who's on sort of the path of the sage. They are becoming a sage. They are becoming wise. They are becoming knowledgeable, and really, you could say that they're becoming a master. And they're really kind of along their journey, they find, and they don't necessarily find this in textbooks, but they find along their journey that the light is not only within the lantern, but the light is within themselves as well. And so when you get the hermit, it's definitely a big energy, if nothing else, about learning something, but it's more about taking time to find the messages that may be coming from within. Because the hermit prefers to sort of be on their own. They're kind of like, as I like to say, a solo traveler of the universe. They're finding the message that's not necessarily in the textbook, right? They're finding the message that's kind of internal. Yeah, that's internal here. And so in the past, I do feel like some of you have created a knowingness for yourself here. And I think this is probably work related here for you with the Page of Wands and the King of Wands. I think there's something here that you are coming to know about yourself. Now, in the future, you have the Seven of Cups. So the Seven of Cups is really somebody who's trying to decide between the many options at hand. This person realizes that there are so many different ways to go here, so many different paths, so many different choices at hand. And the thing is, when you get the Seven of Cups energy, it's very important that you be careful and you be mindful, and maybe perhaps you be aware that when you have a lot on your plate, it's very easy to become overwhelmed. Okay? And so with this devil energy here in the problem position, is there something that, like, is the shadow here that you are taking on too much? Okay, are you like, is your calendar booked? Or like, are you not adding gaps or leaving some gaps or leaving some space in your calendar for some surprise or for some synchronicity or something like that? Like, are you taking on too many meetings, too many opportunities? Like, I wonder if there's something like that going on. Now, the other thing is, when I get the Seven of Cups with a page, and it's certainly 2 pages, to me, that suggests that you're going to be spoiled for choice. You're going to have multiple opportunities. Okay, you're going to have an abundance of opportunities, because on the positive side, Seven of Cups is abundance, but it's abundance of choice. And so it's like, if you're somebody who's looking for something new, or you're looking for an offer, you're looking for a career opportunity, this is certainly, there's going to be potentially an abundance of those available to you, Gemini. Now, on your thoughts, on your conscious awareness, or on your mind here, you have the Four of Wands. So the Four of Wands is really an energy of marriage. You can see that these people are sort of the family here. They're in a marriage ceremony. And that could certainly be something on your mind. Some of you may be thinking about that. Like, this could even be, this is really not a love reading, but it is just an energy of marriage. I think what this is more about for you is, the thing is, when you go from being engaged to married, that is a new start in your life. And so we can say that the Four of Wands is a new start. And I get the sense that some of you are thinking about a new start. And I don't think about, like, every Gemini is getting hitched here right now. I think that's not what this is about. I think for you, this is about, finding a solid footing in the ground and using that to get a new start for yourself here. And I think choosing something, like making the right choice for you, is going to be extremely important. I also think it's not a time to make a quick decision. We are in this Mercury retrograde, just friendly warning that it's very easy to sort of make rush decisions at this time, so just something to consider. In the lower row, in the subconscious, what you can't see, or the hidden, you do have this Queen of Cups. So the Queen of Cups is about intuition. There is a major message of intuition here. You've created a knowingness here for yourself. you have created, you found something out, and you know this. And I think this is, again, this is about your work. You know that you're either not suited to be in an office environment, or you know that whatever career you're in right now, you may want to make a change, or you know that, for example, you really want to try entrepreneurship, or you really want to try going on your own. There's something here around what you now know. And I would say, even with this devil card here in the problem position, like, do not ignore what you know. Do not ignore what you know, right? And so, yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking. In the staff, in the direction that you are headed, in your current influence, the way that you are influencing the situation, you have this Page of Swords. So we have this double page here. Page of Swords says that there's maybe news, or there's some delays here on the way. Something could take a little bit longer. Could be disappointing news. I don't know if I'm feeling this. You do have the Five of Pentacles in the future here as well, which we'll talk about. We shouldn't be catastrophizing any of these cards. But really, I feel like this Page of Swords is maybe that something will take a little bit of time. I think this is about delay. I think something will take some time to sort of manifest here for you. This is the case, give yourself extra time when you leave the house or you leave your apartment. It could quite literally be travel delays, situations like that. I know where I live, like, the highway here is just on another level of traffic, and so it's like that could certainly be the case. I don't know why that's coming into my mind. I've almost never talked about traffic in a in a reading. Maybe it's the retrograde, but this could certainly be the case. Give yourself extra time is what I feel like saying, especially if you have an important meeting here, which you might, because you have two pages. In the external situation, you have Six of Pentacles. So the Six of Pentacles is this idea that you could be retrieving something here. Something could be returned to you. I like that it's in the external situation, because this is what's happening outside of you. So the Six of Pentacles is like, as you give, you receive. You can see there's outflow going on. This person here is giving, right? But as they give, they also receive. And so there's inflow, outflow here. But in terms of, like, it could also be retrieval, in that, like, if you have been promised a job raise or a pay bump or a bonus, you could see this coming through for you here, certainly. Now, in the hopes and fears, you have the Hierophant. So the Hierophant is like your organization, the place that you work. It can also be marriage. You do have two cards of marriage here. I wonder if some of you are curious about marriage or concerned about marriage. Maybe you're in a marriage and you're, like, wondering what's going on here. There's a little bit of confusion here with the Seven of Cups in the future. And the thing is, with this double energy, I wonder if some of you are creating stories in your mind. That oftentimes happens. I wonder if some of you just need to have an open channel of communication with your significant other. That could certainly be the case if you are married. But there is a little bit of, like, what's going on, I feel like, maybe in the marriage situation here. Now, the Hierophant can also just, like I said, refer to your workplace, which I think is probably more in alignment with this reading. And yeah, so I feel like some of you here with this Five of Pentacles in the outcome, I wonder, are some of you concerned about losing your job? I wonder. Like, I don't know that this is coming. I don't know that this is coming. I want to see what these three cards are. If we get the Tower, that could be something. But, the Five of Pentacles is, like, maybe about material loss. But it's typically, when you get the Five of Pentacles, it's more about the limitations of your mind and the limitations that your mind is placing on you in terms of you achieving abundance. Especially because you have this Devil card here in the middle, right? And so the Devil is, like, potentially negative thinking, something that is challenging. And I feel like this is probably more mindset. Let's go ahead and let's take these three tarot cards. Yeah, no, I don't see job loss here. I don't see job loss here. You have the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, and the King of Pentacles. Pentacles, Pentacles, Pentacles. So this is very, very good. So the Eight of Pentacles is the biggest card to find if you have a skill or a talent in the tarot. You can see this person's literally wrapping up their project here, and their other projects are sort of hanging out there, ready to be sold, ready to be handed in. You have this with the Ace of Pentacles, which is potentially new money being made available to you in some ways. Again, this could see you selling something, making a profit on something, purchasing something like an investment. This could be like you signing off on a new contract or a document, although it's not the greatest time astrologically to be doing new things. But again, don't let the astrology hold you back. Then you have this King of Pentacles as well, which is somebody who's extremely well-to-do financially. Obviously, they're sitting on their throne, they have a crown, but they're also somebody who's just risen through the ranks of their career. They have achieved career success. They have climbed the ladder. And so this is someone who's definitely a good omen to find in workplace situations, but this person's gotten there by having healthy routines, which could be a message for some of you because of this Devil card, solid habits, and also by doing hard work. So healthy habits, solid routines, doing hard work is how the King of Pentacles has gotten there. I wonder if some of you are maybe also looking to look at that. So wow, you have occupation, change, and house. I mean, this is a very good card. A very good combination. I do not see job loss, just to be clear. I mean, I see potentially change. I see potentially occupational change here. I feel like this is more about you leaving. Or like I almost see that like some of you have another opportunity in your back pocket here, or multiple, because I always say that with the King of Wands, where the King of Wands, they won't stay in a dead-end job because they have other opportunities always available because of their talent. And then you have that here with the Seven of Cups and the Page of Wands here, which is multiple offers and opportunities. I see maybe some of you leaving to take something else. There is this house. I wonder if some of you are maybe thinking about selling a house or working from home, something about that. But overall, this is what I have here for you. Thank you so much for being here. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe. I'll see you in the next reading.